Welcome to AviatorDB News Briefing. Today is Tuesday, August 25th, 2026. Here are today's top stories. Cessna 150 strikes Po State Police helicopter at Carlisle Airport, killing pilot. 23-year-old pilot executes flawless emergency water ditching off Boca Raton. FAA announces $615 million in airport grants for 238 airports nationwide. Jin Air Busan Air Seoul merger to create South Korea's largest LCC. Now for the details. A privately owned Cessna 150 collided with a Pennsylvania State Police Bell 407 helicopter during a training exercise at Carlisle Airport in Cumberland County, PA, on August 19, 2026, killing the Cessna pilot and injuring two state troopers aboard the helicopter, according to official reports. Security footage and investigative briefings indicate the Bell 407, identified as Trooper 3, was hovering over a grassy area adjacent to the runway when the landing Cessna veered sharply to the right. The aircraft struck the helicopter's tail and rotor section from behind, causing both aircraft to crash. The Cessna was obliterated on impact. The helicopter rolled onto its side in the grass. One trooper reportedly helped the other escape through a window before both were transported to a local hospital in stable condition. Authorities identified the Cessna pilot as Dr. Paul Sokolowski, 57, an experienced pilot and emergency room physician. The National Transportation Safety Board is leading the investigation with assistance from the FAA. NTSB investigator in charge Aaron McCarter said there is no immediate explanation for why the Cessna departed its landing path, noting that both aircraft were in radio contact and aware of each other before the collision. A preliminary report is expected within 30 days. Faith Tenkley, 23, pulled off what witnesses called a flawless emergency water landing off Boca Raton, Florida, on a Saturday morning in late August 2026. Tenkley was piloting a family-owned twin-engine Piper toward the Bahamas when a right engine failure and landing gear malfunction struck the aircraft approximately 15 miles west of Boca Raton, forcing a critical in-flight decision. With a full fuel load and inoperative gear ruling out a conventional runway landing, Tenkley chose to ditch in the Atlantic Ocean roughly 2 miles east of Boca Raton Airport. She later said her primary concern during the descent was steering clear of buildings, paddleboarders, and swimmers near the shoreline. Witnesses Michael and Alexis Arizzi, watching from the water, said Tenkley appeared in command throughout. It was a flawless water landing, Michael Arizzi told local media. After impact, Tenkley swam to shore, where a lifeguard and a Boca Raton ocean rescue boat were waiting. Authorities confirmed she sustained no injuries. The FAA has opened an investigation into the mechanical failures. A final National Transportation Safety Board report has not yet been released, but aviation commentators have already flagged the incident as a textbook example of decisive risk management and airmanship under pressure. The FAA has announced nearly $615 million in airport improvement grants to modernize infrastructure across 42 U.S. states and 2 territories. Distributed through 238 awards, the funding targets critical runway rehabilitation, terminal expansions, and airfield safety enhancements designed to increase capacity and reliability for passengers nationwide. Notable allocations include $21.5 million for runway rehabilitation at Midland International Air and Spaceport in Texas, $19.5 million for a new airport in Noatak, Alaska, and $15.3 million for noise mitigation at San Diego International Airport. Additional awards will fund a new contract air traffic control tower at Gary Chicago International Airport and terminal upgrades at Lynchburg Regional Airport in Virginia. The grants are part of a larger federal push that has directed nearly $1.5 billion toward airport infrastructure in August alone, combining the long-standing Airport Improvement Program with funding from the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act, which provides billions for competitive terminal development grants. While the investments aim to reduce delays and improve the passenger experience, including family-friendly terminal amenities, industry groups, such as the American Association of Airport Executives, note that capital needs continue to outpace available resources. The FAA says it is prioritizing projects that harden facilities against weather disruptions and accommodate evolving aircraft technologies. For context on how federal grants affect high-traffic hubs, see updated San Francisco International (KSFO) airport data. The planned merger of Jin Air, Air Busan, and Air Seoul is moving into a formal execution phase, with board-approved agreements targeting a completion date of March 17, 2027. The consolidation will result in a single integrated low-cost carrier operating under the Jin Air brand, absorbing the assets, staff, and operations of both Air Busan and Air Seoul. Shareholder votes are scheduled for December 2026 to finalize the deal, which includes a share swap ratio of approximately 0.29 Jin Air shares for each Air Busan share and 0.75 for each Air Seoul share. The transaction represents the second stage of a broader consolidation following the landmark merger of parent companies Korean Air and Asiana Airlines. The combined carrier is expected to surpass Jeju Air and Toei Air to become South Korea's largest LCC by fleet size. Jin Air currently operates an all-Boeing 737-800 fleet, but the integrated airline will manage a diverse narrow-body operation that includes Airbus A320 family aircraft inherited from the absorbed carriers. To ease the transition, the three airlines have already launched a domestic codeshare covering key routes among Seoul, Busan, and Jeju. Industry analysts expect the merged carrier to anchor its primary hub at Incheon International Airport. The plan has nonetheless drawn pushback from Busan city authorities, who have raised concerns about the potential loss of Air Busan's identity as a regional hometown carrier and the risk of reduced connectivity at Gimhae Airport. How management addresses those concerns could shape the merged airline's domestic network strategy in the years ahead. That's all we have for today. You can get the latest aviation news at aviatordb.com.